Hello everyone, and welcome to the first in a series of SAT practice questions. I'm going to go through questions that I actually found on this website, great website that I found to practice some SAT math questions for yourself. You can just go through there. They'll actually give you hints there as well. If you need some hints, you can practice through your own questions if you want to. But the videos, I took questions from that website that they had on there. I'm going to do them here, show you how they're done. And I would recommend, as it says down here, that you try the problem yourself first and then check the video to see if you got it right. And if you want more questions, what you see here, go to this. There's also collegeboard.com. You should be checking out to see how the SAT will go, what the logistics are behind that by going to websites like that, like College Board. They're in charge of the SAT itself, and so knowing exactly how long it takes, how many sections are covered, what kinds of different math you can expect, or how long the math sections are, stuff like that. You'll find those answers on collegeboard.com. I think it might be sat.collegeboard.com, but either way, explore it for yourself. In addition to what you see here, this is just going to help you to know what kinds of questions are coming on the SAT and help you to hopefully better think through the types of questions beforehand that you'll see on there. The more prepared you are, the better off I think you're going to be. So this is the first one in a series of an unknown number of questions that I'll go through. I'll be going through a lot though, and just keep watching videos and checking out more questions if you'd like to. But here we go. So it says if b minus 2 times, then you have b over the quantity b minus 7 times b minus 2 equals 0, what is the value of b? So with the SAT, you're going to see 5 different answer choices, and a lot of times the questions are a little tricky. They make you think in different ways than maybe what you've done in your typical math classes. So again, the value of checking these videos out, checking this website out, checking out sat.collegeboard.com, and seeing how the questions are formatted, what kinds of questions you're going to see. So the first thing I would do with a question like this is to make this a fraction. So I've got b minus 2 times over 1 times this whole thing. And I'm going to rewrite this as this. So I have b minus 2. Since it's times, I'm just going to multiply the tops and the bottoms together. That's what we do with fractions. Just multiply the tops together and multiply the bottoms together. So I've got 1 times this on the bottom here. It's exactly the same then. Without the 1, I don't need to write that. This is still going to equal 0. And now I see that I have the same factors on the top and the bottom right here. b minus 2, b minus 2. I can cross those out. And I'm just left with b over b minus 7 equals 0. So here it's saying what is the value of b? What's going to make this true? Well, we can't have 0 on the bottom, then we have an undefined expression right there. We can't divide by 0. So you might be thrown off by saying, oh, this is 7, but that's something that's not even in the domain of this equation right here. Not even a possible value for b. But what would make it 0? Well, if the top was 0 right here. So if this was something else, if this was a quantity like b minus 2, then you would try to figure out, okay, 2 minus 2 equals 0. But here it's just b. So that means if b was equal to 0, whatever this was, well, it would be 0 minus negative 7. That would still be okay. You can divide by a negative number. You just can't divide by 0. So if b equals 0, this whole thing would become 0. Therefore, the answer to this one is choice A.